Hey folks, Frank the Pest Geek here. So, as you know, I've been struggling for the last, we're going on 7 months that I've been living at this new townhouse. And we're having, like right now, there's a mosquito flying around me that I've been dealing with a mosquito problem. Well, we've got several things that I can't control in a townhouse environment. This guy's driving me nuts. It's killing me. And I have IntoCare, as you can see. I've got an IntoCare trap right there. Plus, I've got another one in front of my house, on the front part of the townhouse. Let me show you. Look at the back of my yard. This is my townhouse. This is what I control. Everything outside here is called a common area. Legally, we can't treat it probably no more than 10 feet away from I've got a lake over there, and I've got across the street probably for maybe 20 acres, 30 acres of undeveloped land, which has low-lying areas, and I'm sure that there are mosquitoes breeding. Now, Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus mosquitoes, which are Asian tiger mosquitoes, will breed and travel between 100 to 300 feet from where they're born. Now, we're not having any breeding in that lake because you need stagnant water, and that isn't kind of stagnant. And so across the street, for sure, they are breeding. And the challenge that we have is that I can't treat the common areas around me. IntoCare has, I used to have it down here. Let me show you this little corner right here. And this is all landscaping work I got to do, but that's where it used to be. That's where most of the mosquitoes. The problem is, there's my chair. You know, here's where we're eating. And the mosquitoes are basically just breeding in the areas, but IntoCare is not going to reduce it 95%. When IntoCare says it reduces mosquito populations by 80%, that is wonderful for disease vector control for municipalities, cities, towns, where, you know, dengue and all of these problems are rampant, where there's public health issues in many of these countries. However, when people in the US buy mosquito control, they are buying no bites. They're buying a lifestyle product. They're buying an enjoyment product. This is the difference between when people talk to me about using IntoCare. Now, we use IntoCare. We're using Insecto. We're using ATSBs. We're doing pyrethroid applications. We're doing integrated mosquito management with IGRs and with Bacillus. And we have an integrated mosquito management program for all of our clients depending on the need. The biggest challenge that we've had is in townhomes where we can't control the mosquito population. The only solution, which isn't popular along mosquito control people, especially in government, is a mosquito misting system. However, this is the only option. Once we've installed the IntoCare, we've done a barrier treatment where in this backyard, by the way, this is my ride-on sprayer, which I'm fixing my van, I haven't installed my grill yet. I haven't built my grill island. Where here am I going to apply a barrier treatment to what plant in my property am I going to be able to apply a barrier treatment to deal with the mosquito population? You can't. Outside around my property, I'm going to show you. Here is a place. See that water stagnant there from the air conditioning? That has to get treated with an IGR. Second of all, I'm going to show you outside what we got to deal with. Okay, so this is behind me, my common area. This belongs to the community. I can't treat this. It's not mine. I can't treat those shrubs and spray them. They're not mine. They belong to the community. I have the shrubs up against my house, and what you can see here is all of the open area. There is the trash receptacles that people put when you don't pick them up. The community picks them up for you, puts them there. You're responsible to get them. We have flies because this is like 25 feet from my front door. This is my shrubbery that I have, all the shrubbery I have. This is my front yard, which as you can see barely has any place. There's my intercare. There is no shaded areas where I can stick those intercares that the association landscaper, when he comes through with all his machine, isn't going to destroy it, because they don't deal with. The only place I can have it is in my back and here in the front. And I got a whole bunch of flies flying around, and I can put it in the front there. As you can see it, where is it? Right there. That's where I can put my intercare, which isn't the best place in the world. So intercare isn't the best solution for everything. Neither is insecto. In this case, neither is barrier treatment, because I don't have places. I can't spray those trees. Those trees do not belong to me in an HOA. They belong to the homeowners association. And of course, if I have holes up in those trees and they're watering holes, mosquitoes are going to breed up to 15 feet in the air. Unfortunately, they're not mine. What is the solution? Here is the only solution that we've been able to come up with. Hold on. Ready? A low-cost misting system that we install using botanicals to knock down the mosquito population around me, because if not, I would have to mist with a mist blower every single day. We turn it on for about a minute. So we've got, I don't know, we're gonna have about 60 seconds is what I turn it on twice a day. If I want to be out here in the morning for breakfast, I will turn it on first thing in the morning, knock down the mosquito population. If I want to be out here at noon, I have to turn it on, knock out the mosquito population. And if I'm going to be out here late at night, I got to turn it on and knock out the mosquito population. It all depends how much am I going to use this backyard. I don't know if you can see it. See the mist. This is all natural. We're using botanical. And as you can see, the misting jets. Now we've been testing it for a month. I don't know if you can see it behind me. You can see the mist coming down in that corner over there. We've been testing it now for a month. I'm gonna go ahead and got a little controller. I'm gonna turn it off. And that's going to control the mosquitoes around me. There's particles floating, 30 microns. We're doing 30 micron misting nozzles. So this is a low pressure system. Most mosquito misting systems are high pressure. And because they're high pressure, they require a high pressure pump, which requires a big tank, which requires, now I can smell all the botanical in here. And let me show you where I set this up. Now, I'm not going to show you the mechanics of it because I custom made this and custom designed it. There is the station where the mosquito system is installed. I'm using a 5-gallon bucket right now to test the draw to see how much product is being used. The nozzles are installed all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and up at the top. And what I did was did a testing first at 2 feet, at 4 feet. Original mosquito misting systems are usually set up every 10 feet. However, for this area, it isn't enough. You need more coverage, like if you were misting it with a mist blower. So I designed it. It's working. I've been trying it now for 3 weeks. I was here in October, November, December, January. I was getting eaten alive. Mosquito, the intercare traps brought down the population, but I was getting eaten alive. Through the whole winter, this was unbearable. I've now been testing this for 3 weeks. I barely have any bites. I don't have any bites on me. I will turn it on. If I see that I still have some mosquitoes present, I'll turn it on again for another minute, run it, and get this done. But it is working. I did a very nice clean installation up there, as you can see. Let me see if you can see the nozzles. These are blocked off over so I don't get any dripping overhead. But you can see, let me see if I can show you the nozzles there. There you go, right in that corner. So, yep, we're testing it. It is working. We had to come up with an alternative low-cost system compared to the $1,800 to $2,000 systems that are on the market for something like this that's low-cost installation. So what we're thinking of doing it is we're going to install it under contract for 2 years. We do the complete inspection. We warranty the pump. We warranty the nozzles. We warranty the lines. We warranty everything for a 2-year contract. We're probably going to do either somewhere between a $299 install on this, unheard of in the industry, even up to maybe a 0 install to get the clients, to get the chatter going, pay the cost of the marketing and do this. Now I'm just seeing how much product is it really going to use, so we refill it once a month. You got to use a special filter with misting systems. I just installed this right here where I can just fill up the bucket right there, because if not, that's a 0.01 micron, because these are 0.3 micron nozzles. So if you don't get the calcium out of the water, you don't get the hard water out, the system will clog on you. You can't just put water from a faucet. Misting systems are not low maintenance. Most people think, I'm gonna buy it, maintain it myself. You will get clogged nozzles. You will have a ton of problems. I'm gonna put myself over here so you can see me better. So it isn't a system that you can just install yourself most of the time and manage yourself. It really needs professional management, because when you get the clogged nozzles, you have to climb up on a ladder, get them off, replace them, get them cleaned, put them in acid. We need a 5% acid solution for nozzles to get the calcium out, and then you can reuse them again. But other than that, it is a system that requires maintenance. So we're probably going to install these in townhomes for this type of environment where we've been very unsuccessful at controlling mosquitoes. This has been the biggest success. I've done misting weekly, every other week with pyrethroids, alternating with natural, alternating using Into Care. Nothing's worked. This is the only solution you have for a type of environment like this. Hey, this is Frank the Pest Geek, wishing you a pestacular day.